spear looks endearing, all right. Guess we're on the right track.
Didn't even have time to finish their puzzle. Whatever they were looking for, it wasn't just treasure. Gods, never seen anything like it.
Views like this remind me why I came to the Living Lands in the first place.
Something stirs here.
Go. Doors open.
Look alive. They've seen us. Now we know why the expedition team abandoned that puzzle. Nothing like a win with a good team. Blood and a broken tripwire. Maybe off-rig squad. Squad passed through here. Look at that. That statue. How did anyone build that all the way down here?
Gods. No one knew that was down here.
Rejoice, whispers of searing light.
Zarbs ahead. Just going around them. We can fight if you're feeling itchy.
You're on my side. Take him down. Take your best shot. Left. Left. We got them all.
You take lead.
Yeah.
Offering.
Hold it together, kid. We're nearly there.
You're not my brother. I got to be dreaming. Oh, gods, am I dead? Is this the beyond spirit? Have you come to take me to Galloway's side?
The kid's in bad shape, but he's not too far gone. I think we can help him.
I'm not ready. I've never even touched a girl. It's not fair.
Not with that. No. Oh, you mean healing him?
I've got stick prickle balm for the pain, but other than that, not much else I can do.
Sorry, I'm all out of potions. I don't know any healing magic either.
Magic? I had to learn some magic, but only the kind that explodes. I don't want to explode. Please help me. Oh, that's the creepiest sensation I ever felt in my life. Like vines were growing all through me.
If it works, don't question it. And look, your wounds are closing up already.
Oh, wow. I feel leagues better. I thought for sure you were coming to take me back to the wheel. Who are you? What you doing down here? Free Expedition Corps out of High Crown. Yeah, that's us. Well, that's me anyway. The rest of those assholes went on without me after I got hurt. We'll come back for you once we've got the relic, Admin, honest. Oh, shit. Yeda was probably hoping I'd croak so she wouldn't have to tell our freak how she abandoned me. All she cares about is that oracle and his relic, which is probably just a big old dog bone if you ask me. It's probably still down there, fiddling with the statue. You must have seen it on your way in. I doubt I know much more than you do. I mean, you're godlike, just like him.
Come on, kid. Don't get starstruck now.
Well, he's touched by Aethys, right? And he's supposed to be old, like hundreds of years old. And I don't mean elf old, he's extra old, like Aethys has been keeping him alive or something.
Great. He's old. Anything else?
They used to receive pilgrims, but only the ones who could make it in. This place, it's like a trial.
Yeah, we've seen the same traps and crumbling buildings you have.
And he's building something. A statue of Aethys, I think. But I don't know what for. I mean, after what Aethys did in the Deadfire, people don't come here anymore. Our captain, she's... I don't know. I don't want to talk out of turn.
Relax. You're not the first person to have a bad commander.
It's not like that. I mean, it didn't used to be. Yeda's not been quite herself lately. I've always known her to be cautious, careful. Now she charges forward recklessly. And she pushes us as hard as she pushes herself. And that's how I got hurt.
Has she been short-tempered? Distracted?
Yeah. And when we make camp, she has these terrible dreams. Wakes us all up with her screaming and muttering.
Can't be sure, but it sounds like the dream scourge to me, Envoy.
He'll be the last one to have seen him, I bet. I'll just rest up here a minute before I head back to Paradise.
Take it easy. No sense getting yourself into another scrape.
Promise, I'll take it slow. Hey, Envoy, for what it's worth, I really thought I was gonna die down here. It's a lucky thing you found me then. Right, yeah. You got those assholes to save and everything. I hope they're better off than I was.
Seems like a good kid. Glad we could give him a hand. Maybe one of Juliana's girls will too.
He's gonna have a hard time getting out of here, but at least we gave him a fighting chance.
So, the kid said the expedition team went deeper, looking for the Oracle.
I imagine the Oracle has something to do with that creepy statue we saw before. Maybe we should take a look. Show me what you got! Ice right! Not bad, Marius. If Ludwig's after this relic, we might be on the right track.
I see someone. Be ready for anything.
My brother. Can it be? Come, stand in the light. Let me look at you. It has been too long. I had feared I was the last of us, but you... Oh, the very sight of you is a balm for the soul. I am the Oracle Sargemus, servant of the once shining god, he whose light has lately dimmed. What brings you to this sacred space? Then Sargemus spoke, and his voice swept forth with the heat and force of the bright day's sun. Weep not, for the child of light has forgiveness even for you, if you will embrace him. I am that same Sargemus. Though it has been some time since a man has knelt before me and begged absolution, as Hamka did. The people do not hold to the gods any longer, and they do not hold to their servants. We live in a time of disbelief. The gods are absent, and have recalled their gifts from the world. Avarice reigns. Acquisition is the faith to which all men bow. But perhaps there is hope. You have read the Book of Verses, and we are here together, if only briefly. In this moment, we are not entirely alone. Indeed. It has been my obsession these last few years. Hewn by my own hands from stone in Ardra, and no small degree of melancholy. I suspect it will be my last great labor before this body is returned to the earth, and I am returned to my God. If I am, it is from an affliction that death will not cure. But no, brother, I am only very old. My light is waning. As Aethys' essence leaves the world, I am leaving with him. His essence has kept me alive for centuries, and soon we will enter the longest night. Indeed, my soul has dwelled in this form for centuries, beyond even the lifespan of the longest-lived elf. My lord Aethys inspired my birth in the same year the kingdom of Adir was founded. You might say my birth heralded the empire you now serve. About 630, yes, give or take a decade. One does lose count. Many, yes. Some that inspired awe, others dread. For a time, I proselytized among the colonists who first settled Ir Glanfath. I held the door of my parish church against an onslaught of Glanfathan raiders, and I watched them fall prostrate before my light. I tended the wounded in the Broken Stone War, the War of Black Trees, the War of Defiance, and in many wars that were never given the dignity of a name, and since have been forgotten. I can hardly recall them anymore. The Deerwood has been a troubled place since the very moment of its inception. Conflicts erupted as regularly as spring flowers, to bloom and die as swiftly. So, there is always some dark corner in need of light, if you'll indulge me in the metaphor. Truthfully, I had been jailed for proselytizing in Colklin, and it was to the colonies I was exiled. So it was the Deerwood or death. I had nowhere else to go. Is that what they're calling him now? I heard the man that was Widewind speak when he was but a farmer. He had a presence even then, furious, incandescent. It was astonishing, his power. I wonder, had my lord already made a home in his body by then? Did my lord share with Widewind his plans to wage a pointless, bloody war while wearing the poor man's face? What a grave injustice, to have your body stolen and be made into a saint. Tragic Widewind. Pitiable Widewind. I grieve for what became of him. God help me. I do. Be my guest. Be welcome, for you have found it. People like you and I once sought this place in moments of spiritual turmoil, when the world and our souls could not find rest. Moments of war, famine, massacres, when those such as us are called upon to speak the gods' wills and to lead. But I have seen not one of us these last 3 years, and it is rare indeed that pilgrims come to pray. Perhaps our meeting now is the work of immortal hands. I pray that it is so. Godlike. Such a meager word for us, who are the gods' eyes and ears and hearts. We are the phenomena through which the gods experience the world. We are as like the gods as a finger is like a man. You and I and our raptured brethren, we are the gods themselves.
That's all very poetic, but it doesn't answer the question. Is this place special to godlikes?
It had been once, when we were legion, but no longer. Our kind came here to find fellowship and understanding in a world determined to bend us to its purposes. This is a heavy burden you carry, to be beloved of both a god and a god among men. I imagine one cannot help but wonder, did he elevate you for your skills and knowledge, your strengths, your accomplishments, or for what you are? You and I are instruments of a divine will. In choosing you to be his envoy, your emperor ennobles his purpose and tarnishes yours. I am as you are, though I do not care for the word. Aethys the Dawn Treader is my lord and patron. If you will forgive me saying so, I am surprised to meet you here. Even before the vanishing of our kind, it had been some years since a child of Galawain came to speak with me. And I have never seen a member of the Lord of the Hunt's coterie whose visage resembles yours. Ah, of course. I should not have assumed. I have had the great privilege to speak with thousands of our kind during my long life. And you do not resemble a single one of them. But if not Galawain, I cannot imagine who else among the Pantheon might have blessed you. My relationship with my lord has oftentimes been the one succor through difficult seasons of my life. I hope that when you find your patron, it is the same for you. May I ask, as a god's child, did your earthly parents love you? Yes, as it was with me. I suppose it's not impossible, but the gods typically make themselves known to us in our earliest days, before we have left the comfort of the womb. They are present in our hearts and mind before we even have a notion of I at all. I'm sorry. Yours is an unusual case. Tell me, this voice in your head, do you want it to be your god? I am afraid that not even your god may tell you that. Answering that question is the soul's true purpose. It is the work of your life. And I suspect neither you nor I will ever know for certain. We can only remain open to curiosity and willing to be surprised. You do not seem especially troubled, no more than any kith subject to life's uncertainties. As to what the voice is, if it is unlikely to be a god, I cannot say. It may be a particularly powerful soul attempting to control you, or the echoes of a past life. Perhaps it is the sending of an archmage, or some ancient construct of Engwithan make. Or it may just be the beginnings of the dream scourge. Whatever this voice is, I suspect only an expert in souls can say. There are many theories, which the holy and learned of Eora have only just begun to argue. But you did not ask me for theories. Frankly, I do not know for certain. However, I believe the gods are preparing for war. A war of all against all. A struggle between destiny and design. Who yokes the soul of the world? Whose machinations turn the wheel? Who acts and whom is acted upon? That is the ultimate power, brother. The only power there is. To decide the fate of another, and to make it so. For so long as we have lived, it is the gods who have decided for us. But change is possible, if we are brave enough to want it. And kith have lately grown very brave indeed. An expedition? I'm afraid I don't understand.
Right. Maps, ropes, pitons, rugged boots, water for days, people down here looking for stuff.
I am familiar with the concept, tomb raiding and the like. What troubles me is why they would come here. These ruins are not so different from the many others on this island, except that they are a good deal more treacherous. And this representation of Aethys we stand before, it is the work of my own hands. They could not hope to move it. Do you know what their purpose is here? The splinter of Aethys. I suppose it was too much to hope they were here to examine these exquisite ruins. Truly, it is their loss. It rests in a shrine deep within this temple complex, beyond the reach of looters, visitors, or indeed, myself. The path to the relic has fallen to ruin. Some sections are flooded, and others are infested with all manner of creatures. Although, perhaps you might assist me with that.
Right. Here it comes.
You see, this construction beside us is no mere statue, but a reliquary I have built to house the splinter of Aethys in its appropriate grandeur. It is nearly complete, and ready for the splinter to be interred. But I can no longer reach the relic on my own. Return it to me, and who knows, perhaps you will meet your expedition along the way. Take all the time you need. Oh, and please refrain from touching my statue or devices. May light illuminate your path, brother.
Roots clogging up this tunnel. Almost like they're reaching for something.
I see light. I think we can swim through. bridge is out, but that looks like the way to the relic.
One moment. Not now!
Another glorious battle.